In this video, we'll review a couple of significant scheduling features we've added in version 13 that make integration with Primavera even easier. In previous versions of HD, you had to go into Primavera to plan out the scheduling relationships of your cost items. Now in version 13, we make it easy for you to define scheduling relationships right in the cost item record, so you can think about the timing of your activities even while you're building the estimate. To enable this feature, open your project's Job Properties and go to the Schedule tab. On the Mapping Options sub-tab, you can now activate an option called Synchronize Schedule Relationships, and then make sure the first option is selected to have schedule logic go from HD to P6. Keep in mind this is an either-or function, so you might use this option first and then change to managing the relationships in Primavera later on. Back in the CBS, to start defining the relationships of your cost items, you can open the cost item record, like on this clearing and grubbing item, and go to the Schedule tab. Notice I have a new data block now for schedule relationships. In this example, I'm not going to start clearing until all my equipment is there, so I click in the code field and click on the CBS icon so I can select mobilization from my list of cost items. My clearing and grubbing work is a successor to mob, and the relationship is finished to start, so it can begin as soon as mobilization is done. I want to start excavation before all my clearing and grubbing is done, so we'll make clearing and grubbing its predecessor, but we'll make the relationship start to start with excavation beginning after a 3-day lag. Let's go ahead and schedule these items to see how they look in Primavera. So I'll select Scheduled for mobilization, clearing, grubbing, and excavation items, and then to push the information over I select Schedule, Update Primavera from HD, and I want to create just the WBS and schedule relationships. And it then runs the sync to send over the cost items and relationships to Primavera, where I can go to Primavera and see that it sent the scheduling logic from HD to Primavera. In version 13, we've added another enhancement for scheduled items that get suspended. Previously, if you scheduled a cost item into the Primavera schedule, such as this excavation item, and then suspended that item in HD, when you updated Primavera from HD, it would remove the item from the Primavera WBS along with the predecessor-successor logic in the schedule. But now, if you go into Job Properties to the Schedule tab, Mapping Options, you can choose to keep suspended cost items in the Primavera schedule. So if you suspend a cost item in HD, such as this clearing and grubbing item, when you synchronize with the Primavera schedule, it will now remain as an activity in Primavera. And it refreshes with a duration value of 0, so you don't have to worry about it being lost from your schedule or losing its relationships to other activities.